Hi everyone, and welcome to the video MontiGem components for visualization of financial data. My name is Ivan Ivanov, and in this video I'm going to show you the different graphical components that I've implemented in the context of my bachelor thesis. First, let me explain what MontiGem is. It is a powerful code generating tool which uses editable and extendable models to generate whole web applications. It emerged as a valuable approach to reducing the ever-increasing complexity of modern web applications and mostly concentrates on the simplified creation of enterprise information systems. In order to visualize information in such systems, MontiGem offers a variety of different graphical components, such as simple data tables and some generic types of charts like bar and pie charts. The framework, however, still notably lacks some prominent features in the enterprise world. Such are the various types of financial charts, which are used to extend the existing chart library and which I'm going to show you in this video. First of all, let us discuss why the native support of such charts is so important. When a chart type is part of MontiGem libraries, it usually offers a much simplified configuration options and adds some additional features, such as a unified color palette for a cohesive look throughout the web application and support for changes during runtime so that the app does not have to be recompiled after the data of a chart was changed. These important advantages paved the way for my implementation, and now I'm going to show you my approach to using financial charts in a MontiGem app. Taking a look at the bullet chart type, which is one of the implemented financial graphs, configuring its MontiGem version is going to be extremely straightforward. I have numbered each individual component so that you can pause and see how simple producing it can be. For now, let us focus on the so-called steps and one handy feature that this implementation is going to offer. They are the colorful blocks behind the main indicator bar marked as 6 to 9. Usually, their colors must be adjusted each time since they have to follow a meaningful pattern. They represent different quality or performance rankings. In our case, the main bar with a value of 200 lands in the orange step, indicating that this year's profit was rather average. With this implementation though, developers would not have to worry about correctly assigning colors to the steps, since this is going to happen automatically based on their account. If the entire range were to be divided in only 2 steps, one of them would indicate for a bad performance while the other for good, so we're going to color the first one red while the second green. If there were 3 of them, the one in the middle would mean an average score, so we're going to assign it an orange shade. While we support a meaningful color pattern for up to 7 different steps, 5 is considered an upper limit in the community, so that unnecessary clutter is avoided. The last simplification of the bullet chart that we're going to explore are the margins, and this is going to be valid for most graph types that come after. While developers have the ability to manually adapt the size of the margins, this can often be a bit annoying since by default, charts are going to be drawn from right to left, sometimes leaving text on the left of the chart not visible or just cut off. Instead of changing this each time themselves, developers can make use of the auto margins property of this implementation, which is automatically going to calculate a size of the left margin big enough to fit the entire title and subtitle. If the title changes during runtime, the left margin is going to get calculated again, making sure that everything stays visible. Another financial chart type that I've implemented as part of my thesis is the waterfall chart depicted here. Let us first explore what information it can show. In our case, sales are the starting point when reading, which together with the profit from consulting result in the net revenue of the example company. From that point forward, we subtract the costs of the company in the researched period and finally get the total profit before tax. The positive items are visualized in green while the negative in red. The total and subtotals are distinguished with the more neutral blue color. Once again, waterfall charts in MontiGem are going to be extremely straightforward to configure, but we are going to explore another neat feature, namely the ability to easily flip their orientation. By default, waterfall charts are going to visualize the data in a vertical orientation, just like shown in this figure. If one wants to flip it and show the graph horizontally, the categories on the bottom are going to go to the left of the chart, requiring more space than these simple values. In order for us to once again make sure that nothing gets cut off on the left, we're going to calculate the size of the left margin depending on the longest category string, in this case, profit before tax. Thus, everything is going to be shown in its entirety, no matter the orientation of the graph. Next, let's explore our adaptation of the candlestick and OHLC chart types. Important to mention is that both charts are used to visualize price movements for a certain period, but they do this slightly differently, leading to the existence of both names. This time around, we're going to provide additional support for some external HTML buttons which can control how the data is visualized inside of the chart. For example, a period can be selected for which the chart to zoom out or in. And the type of the chart can be easily swapped even by the end user by using a single button, which shows how chart can be updated even during runtime. Besides the graph types shown in this video, I have implemented several more in the context of my bachelor thesis for the chair of software engineering, offering many interesting features and simplifications for an intuitive use both for developers and end users. So everyone interested can check out my bachelor thesis with the same title as this video. If any questions emerge, you can send me an email and I would gladly answer them. Bye!